Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. We've got the Detroit Pistons taking on the Detroit Pistons. So Detroit will get the first possession. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Wallace. Rip Hamilton out there with Chauncey Billups. Then it's Darko Milicic. And it's Williamson in at the 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here is Aguirre. Outside Thomas. Right side Dumars. Isaiah Thomas puts the pass right on the money.
Just a smooth, clever playmaker. Isaiah keeping his teammates involved here.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I did speak with the Pistons head coach for a little while. He said as long as they move the ball and don't take bad shots, their offense could carry them tonight. He told me we have guys who can fill it up. As long as we keep the defense guessing, I think we'll have a chance to score. Kevin?
All right, David, we'll see if their strategy will pay off. Greg, centering their efforts now on generating points.
Yeah, and I can understand what they're trying to do here. Come out of the gates with some heat.
And it forces your opponent's best scorers to expend energy at the defensive end. Makes the strategy a win-win.
Here's Hamilton after the basket by Detroit. Shot clock at 6. And that one, good.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Dumars against Hamilton. Dumars the pass to Thomas. Hamilton against Dumars. Over Hamilton. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And the slam dunk by Wallace.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Thomas. Rebound by Wallace.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Now here's Williamson. Isaiah Thomas missing his last shot. Here's Hamilton. The offensive rebound. Shots good by Milicic.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Hamilton against Dumars. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Thomas. Detroit, no good that time either. The Pistons leading. Williamson dishes to Wallace, and the jam by Wallace.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Aguirre. He kicks it to Lambier. Here's Dumars. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And there's the pass to Wallace. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. And that's now 6 points for Wallace.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. James Edwards checked in for Lambier. Sally comes in for Mahorn. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Aguirre. And it's Johnson in for Joe Dumars. So it's the Pistons now after the basket by Detroit. Unloads from 9. Here's Ham, tries again, and it's denied.
And what you like about Sally, physical enough to battle inside, but athletic enough to compete on the perimeter and in transition.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls. And so he hits both. Here's Jones. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Campbell. Outside, Jones. Davis, the pass to Campbell. Over Edwards. Campbell's shot's good. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Thomas with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The Pistons have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That free throw missing.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
Now Hunter. Pass to Campbell. Over Edwards. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. A good, close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Pistons on top, leading by 3. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Sally. Thomas is out there with Johnson. Then there's Edwards. And it's Rodman in at the 3 spot. Here's Ham, guarded by Sally. Ham passes to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked. But they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Pistons making a change here. Hawkins checked in. The Pistons trailing. Johnson outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Pass to Ham. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Davis puts it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Here's Thomas. The shot misses. And the Pistons now going the other way. Davis, the pass to Ham. Over Edwards. Ham, no luck. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 3-point game. Johnson up top. Here's Rodman. Second chance shot. Rodman, the second chance bucket after some strong work on the rebound.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Hunter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Right side, Thomas. Knocked away. The pass to Dawkins. In low, and an air ball on that one. Way off. Count it.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Hunter. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. He hits both from the stripe. A different look here for Detroit. Bill Lambier's checked in for Edwards. Aguirre comes in for Dennis Rodman. And it's Dumars in for Thomas. Ham, no luck.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate. Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Hunter kicks to Davis. Hunter, the pass to Campbell. Over Lambier. Here's Ham. Passes it to Campbell. Hunter with it. Lambier defending. Swiped away. Got a piece of it. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Mahorn checked in for the Pistons. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Lambier. Another shot. A nice shot by Mahorn.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Campbell. Lambier with the steal. Elbow shot. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Jones, no one around him. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Dumars against Jones. Dumars the pass to Mahorn. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Pass to Ham. Over Lambier. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Up top, Dumars. Defended by Jones. Here is Aguirre. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Goes up again. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession.
Yeah, one of the game's premier agitators. Lambier can bait the foul call as well as anyone.
Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Johnson against Billups. And the pass to Hamilton. From past the arc. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even bet.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, it was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They were a little more aggressive in the second quarter, and it paid. And that's a wrap for our halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Ben Wallace with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. We've got Richard Hamilton. Ball is out there with Milicic. Then there's Chauncey Billups. And it's Williamson in at the 3, the small forward. And the rejection by Milicic. Billups against Thomas. Billups, no good.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
That one goes in, and the Pistons lead by 4.
We're finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
Outside Dumars. Dishes it to Thomas. Up top, Lambier. It's Dumars on the wing. 6 to shoot. Over Hamilton. Detroit keeping it alive. A new 14. Lambier's shot is off.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Here's Milicic, covered by Dumars. Milicic dishes to Billups. Good on the three-point shot. Billups has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. It's a neck-and-neck game in Detroit. Billups against Thomas. Over to the wing. Lets it go from 14. And he can't bank that one in. Billups passes to Williamson. Here's Milicic. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Dumars. Hamilton with some nice D.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
To the middle. There's the steal. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Right side Dumars. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Here's Milicic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now a 3-point Piston lead. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And just trying to get some traction.
Your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Edwards, he's checked in for Lambier. Sally comes in from a horn. And it's Rodman in for Aguirre. It's a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Edwards got 6.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Nice shot by Hamilton.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pistons trailed by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Thomas. No good there. Nice defense from Wallace.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Billups is a clutch performer, someone who isn't afraid of taking big shots. I just love how fearless he is.
A different look here for Detroit. Lambier's checked in for Edwards. And it's Johnson in for Sally. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Thomas against Billups. Thomas passes to Lambier. Rodman trying to break free. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Bill Lambier. To the left side wing. Here's Milicic. Rodman covering. Milicic kicks to Williamson. Here's Milicic. 6 points for him. And the wide open shot from Billups. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Poked away. Outside Dumars. Near the 3-point line, it's Thomas. That one's good from the corner. Now just a 2-point Piston lead. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. Passes to Williamson. To the inside. Wallace. Rodman with the block.
And the thing about Rodman, he's more of a position player defensively, but that time reaching up to swat it away.
Here's Hamilton. They get it back. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Pistons on top. They're up by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Lane Beer is out there with Rodman. Then there's Thomas. Then it's Johnson. And it's Dumars in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And Beer's shot is off.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
They could have tied it up. That was a huge opportunity they missed. Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Dumars against Hamilton. Up top, Dumars. Phillips against Thomas. Back to Dumars. Over Hamilton. Dumars. Ice water in his veins. Huge shot.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Wallace, the pass to Phillips. Thomas with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Milicic. Over Rodman. Milicic, no luck. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 2. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Maguire's checked in for Johnson. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Thomas. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Phillips against Thomas. Phillips dishes to Milicic. Williamson kicks to Hamilton. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Pistons. Rodman's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right wing. Thomas passes to Lambeer. Shoots a fader. And the play by Thomas as he finishes it off for 2. And that'll tie this game up.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Now a timeout called by
Sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the head coach for Detroit had some instruction for the guys during the break. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Maguire kicks to Thomas. Over Billups. Thomas, no good. Hamilton outside. Down low. Milicic drops in the layup for 2.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Out to the right wing. Here's Aguirre. Offensive rebound. Off target at the rim.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Davis, the pass to Campbell. Here's Hunter. The Pistons rebound. Campbell kicks to Hunter. Pass to Campbell. 5 on the clock. Davis, the pass to Hunter. From the arc. Rodman grabs the miss. The Pistons trail. Inside, Embiid, a beautiful assist by Thomas to set up the basket. And this crowd ecstatic. They are pumped up.
And what a huge shot. You talk about an excited arena.
Hamilton outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Davis with it. Isaiah Thomas covering. And Hamilton gets it to go on the assist by Davis. Hamilton's got the lead up to 6 now for Detroit.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
And stolen by Hamilton. Pass to Ham. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 8.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
To halt the run. The shot by Rodman, no good. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They lead by 8. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take on it? They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Wallace dishes to Billups. And it's in there.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.